Ian was born on April the 7th, 1976 at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. He was born not breathing, and they took him right away and suctioned him, and it was because he had a bruise on his chest and they thought there was something wrong with him. When he was 7 years old, he wasn't feeling well. He came home from school with a headache. And I said to myself, when does a 7-year-old have a headache? In the morning, I had to go to work. So my husband took him to his mother. Then the phone call came from my husband saying that Ian had had a seizure. And then it progressed. He went on medication and he had a shunt put into his head. In 2001, he was getting more and more tired and more tired. And we went to his neurologist for his shunt in his head. And the doctor said, oh, we'll take blood tests. I hadn't taken blood in 2 years. And that's when we found out that Ian needed a kidney, because he didn't have much, he needed kidney. He had one kidney that was dead and one kidney that was 20%. So he needed help quickly. But he didn't get a kidney until 2007, which worked. But then it had to be taken out because it had cancer at the bottom of it. So we're waiting, and we're still waiting since then. He needs a kidney with high antibodies, and they can't find one. He's my baby, and they've got to find one.
I arrived at the hospital and the nurse came all smiling. I have good news for you. And say, what are you talking about? And say, yeah, the doctor said that maybe you're going to have a transplant. And I was like, a transplant? Are you sure? What do I do? And she said, well, go on dialysis, try to relax, and we'll get back to you. I told my doctor this week, because I was there for checkup, and everything is fine. And I told him, if you ever do research, I can for sure tell you that it takes a transplant person to 3 years to be whole again. Like 3 years after, I am me. I am back to me in my head, in my body, because I don't spend the time going to hospital. I don't get sick. I take care of my body, but my mind is sharp as never. Ever, not never, but as ever. It's really clear. I am behind the wheel of my life.
Yes.
I am in charge. And it's not anybody, you don't depend on anybody, and it's a wonderful
100%.
feeling. That freedom. Okay, I have to take a lot of medication, but it's little things. You don't have to watch how much water liquid you're drinking, what you're eating.
You actually have to drink more.
Yes,
when you
do.
get a transplant.
Yeah, it's like the contrary. It's a wonderful feeling to be your own boss again, the boss of your body.
Yeah.
And that's what I wish for you, Ian.
That's what I wish for myself. Get my own apartment, get a girlfriend, get married.
I was waiting for that one.
In that order?
Right, he used
I
to
Hopefully get married and live my full life
Yes.
that I can't do right now. There was a girl that got a pancreas transplant at the same time as me,
So yeah?
and we were friends. And towards the end, when I think I was leaving, she even went and bought me, I think it was a necklace. And she said she knew I was in isolation, and there was no nurses around, and she just ran in, dropped it on my table, and ran right back out, back into her room.
They took care of one another.
Yeah.
She would have seizures, And he would call the nurses the
Yeah.
minute he saw her go into a seizure.
But that's the way it is. If
I watch Ellen with my mother every day, even though she tapes it. I still watch it because we don't have time to watch it when it's on. But I still love her show, and I love her.
If
You
you were
wouldn't
invited to Ellen,
Yeah, I would dance with her.
a long time, and I truly yearn, I truly, with all my heart, hope that you find a kidney. It has to.
Me too.
He's too much of a good and wonderful human being not to find a kidney.
1 minute at a time, and it's coming.
I need the
Has-
kidney so I could fill up my whole life again.
Yes.
We are now allowed to get a kidney from anywhere in Canada. If there is something that with high antibodies can match to Ian, it will. But we can't. We can't find one. We are trying to, with GoFundMe, to try and get into the States, but we have to get money. We only have $34,000. We need, in Canadian funds, we need $330,000 to get a kidney.